So I'm having a chat with Aston Merrygold. How are you?
Yes, mate. Good. Yourself?
Good, yeah, not too bad. Thanks so much. So we're having a little chat because you have a brand new solo track out called How Many Times. What can you tell us about the track?
So the track here, a nice upbeat one for the summer. I suppose when the track does start, it starts quite anthemic, quite spaced out, quite chilled, with some soulful vocal, and then it kind of drops into this R&B dance drop. Something perfect for the summer, and it's a bit of a love song with a twist, I would say, just for 2022 and everything around social media, and I've seen a lot of relationships kind of, be, I would say, unhinged within social media. So this one kind of reflects on the state of kind of going, it's not about everything you read online, it's about me and you. So, yeah, so I said a love song with a twist.
Good, excellent. And you've been releasing a whole number of singles since your EP all the way back in 2017. Are we gearing up towards a bigger body of work, or are we sticking with the singles like you have done in the past?
Listen, there's definitely more singles to come after this one, but definitely gearing towards a bigger body of work for sure. Something that I can kind of get back out on the road to and, have everyone singing along to. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, a couple of years ago, the pandemic hit and we all went into lockdown and things like that. Was that kind of the spark to reform JLS and work on a new record and tour with that, or was that kind of always going to be on the cards?
No, we announced that before the pandemic hit. We were already out there, doing promo and stuff like that. So it was just something that, like everybody out there in the world, when the pandemic hit, things had to be moved and rearranged and stuff like that. So, yeah, we just had to kind of be patient, I'd say, and wait for the kind of madness to be over. And we got out there, and it was, the most amazing time possible.
Yeah, absolutely. So during the pandemic, what kind of happened? That first kind of week where everything shut down and the whole music industry closed, what was kind of the plan for you? Did you kind of concentrate on family, or did you know you wanted to make the most of it as best as you could?
To be honest, like everybody, it was the panic. I think, you kind of have things set in stone and then everything's kind of ready to go and everything stops. So, you have to obviously try and make the most of a bad situation and try and look, for the positive things, and that's what we did in this house. Just try to spend as much quality time together as physically possible and just enjoy all those moments. And listen, we created some, amazing family memories even within these four walls. So it was a bit of panic, but at the same time we had to kind of enjoy the time together.
Yeah, for sure. And what was it like in such different circumstances, kind of writing music, recording music when there were restrictions in place compared to when you've written and recorded before?
To be honest, it was, for me personally, it was, I was doing a lot of writing and recording at home anyway, and obviously just sending stuff along. So it didn't really change that format too much. It obviously was lovely to kind of get back into the studio again with writers and producers that I work with once the restrictions have been lifted. So it didn't really change stuff too much, but at the same time, I suppose it allowed you to concentrate a little bit more once in the studio, because it's a bit like, right, I can't go anywhere, so this is going to get finished.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Now, obviously, the restrictions got lifted and you managed to be back out on tour with JLS last year. How was that for you, being not only back on stage for the first time in a few years, but being back with the boys that you kind of started your music career with?
Yeah, it was amazing. Amazing, I think, in terms of, getting back out there and as I said, after the mad couple of years, we had people kind of, the first time stepping out again into public, that was their first time, and stepping into an arena of people can cause obviously people a lot of anxiety and stuff like that. But a lot of people were just really thankful after we were able to kind of put shows on and get kind of things back to normal for them personally. So it was that was amazing to hear, and as I said, for us, we had the most amount of fun, mate. It was, long awaited.
Yeah, great. And I'm imagining you're in kind of solo project mode at the moment. So what's the plan going forward and for the rest of this year? I'm sure you're hoping to do some solo stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, the plan is, first single's out how many times, and then there's a whole bundle of songs coming out after that as well, as you said before. Leading up to a project, which is going to be great. Planning to get back out there on tour at some stage this year. Just get back out there, reconnect with the people, and as I said, have them all dancing and singing again. So it's going to be a very, very busy year, which I'm very much looking forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you're also someone who's enjoyed doing some reality TV in The Masked Singer, which I loved you in, and I knew it was you from the start. Back to Strictly Come Dancing as well. What's the plan going forward? Are you hoping to do some more shows along those lines?
No, not really. There's no shows that are kind of, I would say at the minute, kind of taking my fancy. Those shows are all performance-based, which I love. So, within your singing and dancing realm. So, for me, those are my, two highlights when it comes to your reality shows. But yeah, there's no plans as such for anything kind of, on the way there.
Yeah, cool. And you obviously originally came into the public eye through X Factor. And one question I love asking former X Factor contestants is, are you still in contact with anybody kind of from the show, either that you performed with or backstage?
Backstage-wise, crew, you see them every which way, everywhere. Do you know what I mean? It's they've a lot of people started out their career at the same time I would have started out my career on that show, and some of them now are doing amazing jobs. Big execs and stuff behind some of the biggest TV shows on telly now, so which is great to see. In terms of actually on the show itself, not really. Obviously, myself and my boys went into that show as a four, and we came out as a four. So I would say that the only contact is with the boys as such.
Yeah, good. And obviously looking now to way into the future, and maybe even 2023. Do you think it's going to be a solo year, a JLS year, writing, recording, touring? What's kind of floating around in your mind at the moment as to what 23 is going to be?
23. We've got to get 22 out of the way first. 23. Listen. As I said, I've got a lot of singles coming out this year, so building towards a project that probably won't even come until next year. More shows. I suppose even the JLS world itself, that door's never going to be closed for all of us. So if anything did come around, it would be a bit like our fans would be the first to know. But yeah, as far as as my eye can see at the minute, as I said, it's building towards a great project and doing lots of shows, lots and lots of shows.
Good, excellent. Well, Aston, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
Oh, good. Thanks so much. Cheers.